Josh Warrington, on the night he says is the most important of his career. All week showing much more intensity than first time around in the bubble at Wembley in February of this year. And he'll need it. He knows he'll need it. As Lara is the first to go on the attack, but it was an apprehensive attack.
And already looking more compact in these opening seconds. Gloves are high. In the first fight, he was very upright, which left him open to those hooks that good right hand.
Terrific start by Josh Warrington, behind the left hand and then a brilliant right hand, the best scoring punch of the opening minute. And it was around the 1 minute mark in the first contest that he took the first solid left hook from Lara. But this is a much more guarded Warrington. This is a much more focused and concentrated Warrington. Although a right hand from Lara sneaks behind the guard of Warrington. And he works away on the inside. Warrington now traps Lara on the ropes and Lara smirks almost as he reels away.
Sneaky left hook from Warrington there.
Just grazed the high part of the head of Lara. And this has been a promising first round for Josh Warrington.
Still with its warning signs though, Mike.
Lara seemingly far from overawed on this, the most hostile occasion of his career so far. But again, striding forward out of distance, but did get through with a right hand. And now Lara reels away after a clash of heads.
There's a cut there, Mike.
Yeah, just the semblance of a nick by the side of the left eye of Lara after that clash of heads. And Lara dances forward, tries a right hand, tries a left hook, both of them taken on the gloves by Warrington. Much tighter in defence, noticeably, this time around is Warrington. Maybe Warrington just trying to draw the sting out of the early attacks of Lara. Lara, against lesser opposition, has shown himself to be strong and hitting hard late into contests.
Heads coming together again there. They're really rolling the dice with it when they're exchanging hooks.
Again, Warrington covering up well and then countering on the inside.
And the difference between this fight and the first fight is that he's staying very low. His chin is down. Some good body shots there from Lara. But it's a bad cut. It's a bad cut, Mike. How will that affect this round? Will he come out swinging now, Lara?
Well, Steve Gray is insisting that some of the surface grease is removed, and that is a giant cut. And surely Mauricio Lara here is on borrowed time. And Steve Gray now is talking to the corner. And referee Steve Gray has decided to wave it off. And now, because he ruled that it was from a clash of heads, this then will be declared a no contest. We'll wait for confirmation of that. But a disappointing end for Josh Warrington and for Lara. Confirmation from the referee, Steve Gray. What a disappointing end to a night that we've been looking forward to for so long. It was a clash of heads, and because of the nature of the injury, it's been declared a technical draw, which is within the rules. A disappointing night. It's suddenly fallen flat after all the expectation.
The fight just about to catch fire. It was intriguing up to that point. There was so much at stake. They have to have the third fight. That's all they can do.
Well, that's one consolation for everybody here tonight, but such disappointment here. It had been built to fever pitch, an atmosphere like we have rarely heard anywhere in Britain. And the fight was developing, was just beginning to boil. It's difficult to tell which way it was going to go after the first 2 rounds. And disappointment for Josh Warrington as much as for Mauricio Lara. And Andy, you'll know as a former world champion how much you put into these nights, and for it to end like this.
Not only that, since February he's been frustrated, isolated, down in the dumps, having to live with the loss. To come back like this, there's apologising to the crowd here. He's got nothing to be sorry for. These things happen in boxing. It's the worst outcome because you want to see a definite winner. But he showed enough in those 2 rounds to show improvements, and there's a lot to build on.
Well, let's get the official verdict then from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. In round 2, there was an accidental clash of heads causing a cut on Lara. The doctor ruled he is unable to continue, and because 4 complete rounds have not been held, the rules say that we must go to a technical draw. Sorry, fans, the round results for both fighters. Technical draw.
So Michael Buffer explaining the decision there and the reason for it. Had the fight gone beyond 4 rounds, then they would have gone to the scorecards as they stood at the time. But as it is, it's a technical draw, and the single consolation for everybody here is that we hope they do it again, because that was so evenly matched, and we know that this can be a very special contest, much, much closer than the one we saw back in February.